It's episode 253, June 11th, 2025, National Corn on the Cob Day, playoffs, Father's Day around the corner. But first, G.U.Y. has a very special guest. Tell us what you're doing over there.
We did our first official meet and greet, Billy Coates, with the fans.
Thanks for coming out.
Our number one fan, Demo, in the house in Pittsburgh. We were at the Turn Club. I kept wanting to call it Turntable. Turn Club.
It could be later.
Hey, we played around at Valhalla.
Full 18.
Full 18.
I'll holler at you boys.
Demo shot a minus nine.
What?
I shot a minus 8. It was close.
Oh!
It was close. It came down to the wire.
Last call.
The guy threw me off. I thought our check was coming. It didn't come for 10 minutes.
Wow.
So I was like, where's it going? I'm going to be late for the pod.
Charity event.
Demo ended up winning first meet and greet in the books. More to
Wow.
come.
Come beat G.U.Y. at Simulator Golf at a town near you.
Hey, we can get this thing going.
He'll split the check.
We'll split the check that I can write off.
YouTube golf is so hot right now, dude. We should have live streamed it.
I'll tell you what, though. The turf was throwing us off.
He had to play with my club, so it was a little home cooking for me.
Demo shows up with a wedge that still has dirt on it from his last round. Took me 3 holes to get the dirt off.
Did you bring your club cleaner?
Oh, I did use some spray from the.
He dipped it in the bucket of beer we got.
The Miller 64s.
Dude, I remember some buckets of beer.
Yeah.
You don't.
You're right, I don't. I do remember they used to put that they put that little thing where they made that little ice sculpture. That was beautiful.
They had your whole ID memorized.
Mm-hmm.
You ordered
Well, it
so
turns
many.
out you're not supposed to tip them, but I was tipping them pretty heavy, so
$800 later.
ice
The bet-
sculpture.
The best part of the night was the guy beside us. He hit one. He is like, I completely nuked that ball. And his buddy goes, How far did it go? He goes, 140. I was dying.
Love it.
All right. I'm going to head back to
All right.
the studio.
Told the wife I was en
studio.
route. So
Bimo, thanks. Did you get any autographs?
he gave me a head cover.
I did
signed.
give him a head cover signed by Pittsburgh Pirates mascot.
J-Bot coming to a town near you.
He's giving the fans what they want.
That's right. Turn
Yep.
that thing sideways. Let's see what it looks like. No, the P.
Oh, I don't know how to work this.
Oh, my God.
I was like, hey, you can give this to your wife or you can give it to the kids to use as their baby doll sleeping bags. I mean, it's versatile.
It's versatile, and we don't give out stuff with our own logo on it. We just give out professional teams' logos.
Yeah.
So that's how we do things at the Millie Coach.
Demo, official Panthers fan now.
Keep pounding.
Wow, yeah. Hashtag keep pounding. And what do you think of Cam Newton's outfit that he had on the other day?
Didn't see him. Wasn't a fan when he was on the team.
You're not worried about the past. Don't live on don't live on the past or history will repeat itself, right?
He looked like grandma's couch.
We're Super
Dude.
Bowl bound this year, so
He looked, I don't know what that was, dude. Sleeveless vest with joggers. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Sounds like all things that we wore 20 years ago.
I was getting ready to say, I was us in college. We just didn't have designer, it was cut off sweatshirts or sweatpants. So
well, thanks for having me on the pod. Pleasure meeting you. He's a real one.
All right.
He's a real one.
I'll be in studio 25 minutes.
J.U.Y. in the RV. See you, dude. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you start a show. That's episode 253. Edge said he might be here. I know Tex is out tonight. He's got some sort of board meeting, but we have got so much stuff to talk about. We've got the NBA Finals on right now. We're not going to – the other game was like 5 days ago, so you've heard everything you need to hear about the NBA Finals. Right now, we've got Benedict Mathurin and Chet Holmgren going at it, leading scores tonight, 15 and 14. They both only had that many in game 2, so we are Let me see. We are in the for the NBA Finals. We are in the second quarter, 3 minutes to go. So we'll be updating that live. Tie ball game 51-51. On the show, we're going to talk the Stanley Cup Finals. We've got one of the greatest, the U.S. Open. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about that. G.U.Y. is actually on site at the at Oakmont. He's working up there, so he's actually got a first what's the word I'm looking for? First account, eyes on or boots on the ground. We'll just say that. So we got that, and then we've got the College World Series is set. We got a little bit of a water cooler debate. Then we're going to talk a little bit about. We're going to talk about this course. We're going to talk golf. So we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. But the first thing, first of all, National Corn on the Cob Day. Thank you for listening to the podcast. If you're listening to the audio version, you happen to stumble upon us. Look, we're here for a good time. We don't take things too seriously. So if you follow our socials and you see rants and things like that, usually it's all in satire. But do subscribe to the show. Hit the thumbs up anywhere you can. And we do interviews too. We do a whole bunch of. We try to have some. We've been lucky enough to have a bunch of interviews with professional golfers, PGA guys, some NFL guys, and other people around the sports world. So we're coming to a city near you. But every time you hit the like or subscribe or anything, we get it's a big help to us. We love doing this. It's a way for us to hang out and talk sports, which we love to do. So Corn on the Cob Day, according to etiquette experts, you should butter a few rows at a time when you're eating corn on the cob, and then eat moving side to side like a typewriter. I think that's, I'm not a corn expert by any means. I've eaten a lot of corn in my day. I would say my favorite way that corn is prepared would probably be popcorn. I mean, if you had to power rank corn syrup, that's usually that would probably be everybody's favorite because it's in everything. Corn syrup, popcorn, candy corn, some people might like. Creamed corn, corn pudding. Corn pudding now. Cornbread. I mean, corn is, of all the things, sweet potatoes are that way too. You can do a lot with sweet potatoes, but corn you can do a lot with. I would say corn's ATH. Corn's ATH on your roster, right? Corn, like you look at your team, your food roster, go in your pantry, you're like, oh, okay. Quarterback, that's steak. Steak is steak. Steak steals the show. Gotta have a good protein. Steak's elite. But, wide receiver, you're looking more, maybe like potatoes. You can do potatoes a lot of way. Offensive lineman, going to be your more bulky, kind of fibrous, maybe your vegetables, right? Your, that sort of thing. But ATH would be corn. That's put them all over the field. By the way, I don't know what I did, but I got something in my tooth, and then I started flossing my back gum, and it is killing me when I chew my gum or when I eat anything. So I've basically just been eating boiled eggs for like 3 straight days because they're easy to chew on. Anything that's got crunch, like cashews or, anything, it just kills my teeth or my one tooth back there. But I think it's gum. So anyways, happy National Corn on the Cob Day. I also want to say that I've lost it. For the first time ever, I guess I woke up late. I'm not a morning person. There's no two ways about it. I showed up and I looked down. I was treating a patient, and I looked down and I had 2 different shoes on. So that was a hard pill to swallow. I was like, do I just lean into this? Right? Do I just lean into this thing or just try to make sure nobody notices? But I ended up just being like, look, I got 2 different shoes on. I was running late, whatever. It doesn't matter. And then shout out Father's Day. Now we're going to be doing some, oh, there he is. B. McCormick's here filming in front of a live studio audience. Father's Day's coming up. So we're going to be recapping the U.S. Open all the way through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday night. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Congratulations. If you know, you know. Nobody can tell you that you're not. right? Nobody can disprove one thing for sure if you're a father. So shout out, salute to all the fathers out there. Go do something fun. I don't know if you like golf, if you like watching golf, maybe just eat a bunch of meat. Be careful. Don't eat too much steak. You'll get gout. Make sure you stretch. If you're going to be, doing stuff on Father's Day, make sure you stretch. Okay. Like I said, we got a lot to get to. I have a jam-packed slideshow. You can't see this. Oh, there he is.
Look at that.
Yes, dude.
That's good, dude.
10-minute rant about corn on the cob. I was ranking corn on the cobs. I showed up to work with 2 different shoes on the other day. That was the first time. I was saying I make one of those things where I'm like, do I lean into this or what?
Yeah, I mean, you can get away with 2 different kinds of socks on, but 2 different shoes, dog. You just gotta eat that. So yeah, I got dressed in the dark, big dog.
I'm not sure what happened, but things went sideways, and I looked down. I was treating a patient. I was like, "Oh man, your boy."
How noticeable was it?
It wasn't very noticeable because the shoes were kind of the same color. One was like off-white, and the other was like a grayish kind of off-white.
So you had those shell shoes. One was Adidas, one was Nike, so it wasn't that bad.
No, they were both Brooks. They were both Brooks.
Okay.
The sole of the shoe was black on one and it was gray on the other. That was the giveaway. So, but anyways, corn on the cob. Let me just quickly review now that Edge is here. I was like, okay, corn is probably the most versatile food we've got in America. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, you can go corn on the cob, you can go cream corn, you can go corn pudding, corn bread. I mean, you can take it and turn it into basically anything.
And cut
Candy
it.
corn.
You cut it off the corn, put it in your car, run gasoline off of it.
Hey,
Good
gasolina.
Gasolina ethanol.
I got you. Okay.
Make a little whiskey with it, a little corn mash.
Corn makes whiskey. Whiskey makes my baby get a little frisky. Da-da-da-da-da. Luke Bryan. Whatever. He sucks. He used to be good. Now he's not. All right. First thing we're gonna get into. I already did the prelude, the interlude, whatever you want to call it. You know what this weekend is? You know what this week is?
What?
The Big Rock Marlin.
Big Rock. Yeah.
Big Rock Marlin Fishing Tournament.
Butch is gonna be there. Are you gonna see him?
Oh no, he hasn't contacted me yet. I told him to contact me. So they started on Sunday. They did the women's one where somebody landed a big wahoo. They won like 20-some grand. Look at these prize pools. So the competing purse is 272 boats are competing for a purse of $6.3 million. Woo! If you enter the highest level in this thing, basically people meet at Morehead City, North Carolina, down on the southern Outer Banks. Big, giant fishing boats everywhere you want to see them. Yachts, fishing yachts is what they are, like 85-foot boats. They go out into the intercontinental shelf where it drops off, and that's where all the big game fish, particularly the blue marlin. They've been doing this thing for like 60-some years. And they started this week, and they just, as I was filming today, or getting ready for the show today, update, somebody caught and boated the first blue marlin, dude. So if you get the heaviest blue marlin, you get 1.6 million. If you win the fabulous fisher, it means you catch the first fish over 500 pounds, you get 800K. So if you get both, you win over 2.4, and then you can, if you're in all the other, you can walk away out of this thing with like $4 to $5 million. It's crazy. So
I'd like to know how much it costs to run one of those boats for, a weekend tournament or something like this. What is this?
Enter it?
No, well, to enter it, how much it costs to run your boat for like diesel, the bait, the ice, like all that stuff. Those rods ain't cheap either. I bet those rods are every bit of 10 grand,
Yes. We were on a boat was it last weekend or the weekend before? And I was asking him some of those questions, and I was like, how much does that get up right there? I don't know, a couple thousand. I'm like,
yeah.
And they got like 10 of them on boat. Like,
right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like this is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but like think about how many people enter in this and ain't gonna get a dime out of it. And they just did it for charity work, so to speak.
I think it costs like 20 to 30 grand just to enter the contest. As your buy-in, right?
And then you're paying for diesel, bait, and your tackle.
Yeah.
And all that.
But the first 2 days were terrible with weather. They couldn't get They couldn't get it done. So today, Bank Walker, big old, I don't even know, it's 67th annual. They had a lady angler, Lizzie, who boated the first blue marlin, right? And what happens is you have to stop fishing around 4 o'clock or whatever, and then, or sometime around then. And if you catch something, you got to bring it back in. So they hooked up, caught it, and then it took them forever to get back in.
Yeah, you got to goose it.
So
that's why they run the flag up, the marlin flag. You see somebody just scatting across the water, and you see that flag, you're like, hey, go ahead, big dog. Go ahead.
Get out of the way. Yeah. Move aside. BMO said the best car driving pod in the World Wide Web. Yes. And I'm pretty sure this is J-Bot. I said meet and greet at Big Rock with Butch.
There you go.
He said the 20 to 30 grand sounds like your season ticket prices.
Dang! Dude, J-Bot has been on a rant today. Like, when I see him, I'm going to whoop his ass.
Tell him. Hey, get him, Seabass.
I don't think we're allowed to say what we're talking about in the group text, but, we don't want to get canceled on air.
They got, so the Bank Walker, big old giant fishing boat came in. They've been fishing in this thing for years. They're the ones that boated the first blue marlin. They had a chance to have lady angler Lizzie be the first ever fabulous fisherman female. So we were looking at history. They brought this marlin in. I was watching it. It happened right before we came on, dude. I saw that they had boated. I got the app, everything. Saw they had boated this marlin. And I was like, damn, I want to go down there. But I couldn't because we had the show. We didn't have the show. I'd have been down there. Your boy would have been.
You should have took the laptop and the microphone on the golf cart and been right there. We would have got it.
I should have done. I should have just been right there doing it from the show. But yeah, here's the fish. Now, this fish has to be over 500 pounds. Edge, do you think this fish was over 500 pounds?
Yeah, I feel like it should be. I mean, that's a pretty stout fish. I don't know the height or anything of that.
So they bought, and I told my wife, I said, that thing's not 500 because they showed it backing up. They showed it. And we're not sponsored by the Big Rock. I would love to be sponsored by the Big Rock. I'd probably drive down there and be like, look, we talk about this thing all the time.
What the fuck is happening there?
But this thing was 450 pounds.
Oh,
they would have, if that thing was 50 pounds heavier, they got an $800,000 check that night. Yeah. So somebody, there you go. B. McCormick said, no, it's under 500. He knows. But yeah, I knew it whenever my wife I was like, that's not a 500-pound fish. So anyways.
That's getting hard to guess too, though. Once you get well,
it looked thin. Whenever I saw it in the boat, I was like, damn, it just didn't look like it had a lot of body. What are you looking at?
Dude, you don't see my light looking like a strobe light. And I'm trying to figure out what the freak is going on right now because their LEDs are not burning out. But it looks like a freaking cop car inside of my garage right now.
So anyways, this was the Big Rock. I love it. I'm going to go down there probably Friday. I just love to be down there in the mix. There are people everywhere, dude. They got vendors set up. I mean, it's quite a scene. And then you can download
I don't know why the Millie Goat tenant out there right now.
Because it costs like 10. I already inquired about that. It costs like 10 grand to get a stand down there. We all want to contribute. We all want to chip in $3.
That's just a monthly salary. I don't see what the problem is.
I'm like, I never forget. I was like, oh yeah, well maybe we'll call you back. Let me talk to the guy. So I was like, oh gosh, 10 grand. I was like, we got to get in that thing and fish to win it.
So check this out. So they've been in the ones who caught this fish has been in fishing for 27 years or something like that, you said?
They've been fishing it for a long time.
They probably never won anything, never won any cash. So we'll just say it's 30 grand every time they go out there for this tournament. And they donated 30 grand to the cause to other people's pockets, right?
Yep.
And they're like, all right, we finally won. And then next thing you know, you're like, you do the math, you're like, damn, we might have just broke even.
Yeah. Basically, because they didn't get the fabulous fisherman, which is that $800,000 check. But if they do win, and this is the biggest marlin that's been caught and brought in, they'll still win like $2 million.
Yeah.
So they just won't get that extra 800. It has to be over 500 pounds. So every morning I check my phone. It's like, all right, how many boats go out? Because the first 2 days, not a single boat went out. So it was rough. But anyways, all right, let's do it. Let's do some sports, dude. I mean, that is sports. I love the Big Rock Tournament. Let's salute them. Here we go.
Salute
Okay, Salute Your Sports Edge. Emo asked, what's the lightest fish to win? I can't remember. There's been a few that have not gotten over 500 pounds. There's been some years where they didn't catch any. I don't know what the
I
lightest
would probably say 52 pounds.
It's a sailfish, pal. I do know like the heaviest one was almost 1,000, but it was like 800 something pounds. That's a submarine, buddy.
Dude, you're praying that line doesn't break.
Dude, we've hooked into one. Whenever I was little, whenever I was like, I can't remember, it was 11, 12, 13, somewhere in there. We used to go out and do this all the time, go deep sea fishing, and we hooked into a 400 and something pound mark. That thing pulled the boat all over the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, yeah.
It was waves crashing over the back. My little sister was crying. I mean, it was crazy. So, okay. Headlines today. We're going to talk a little bit of Stanley Cup. Are the Panthers about to boat race the Oilers? Number 2, the College World Series, one of the greatest spectacles in sports. Thank you to have real playoffs because it's awesome. Minicamp news, and for the NFL and free agent signings. So we got some football to talk. Football to talk. And I've just been burping up hard-boiled eggs all day.
That's disgusting.
That's all I can eat. Yeah, well. But I just wanted to salute real quick these 4th of July baseball hats. What do you think? I like them. I think they're filth.
Some of them are absolute fire.
True.
The Blue Jays, like, what are we doing here? Down there, first column over there on the left.
Yep.
But the rest of them, I mean, dude, you incorporate the American flag in it. It's legit. Anaheim A's, I mean, that's a little whack. There's no blue in this. It's all red.
You're right. That Blue Jays one is wild. It's just red.
Yes, it's color inverse.
I love how they've gone and just like, we're going to take the baseball hat and just throw a rope on there. We're going to do a rope hat.
A rope and put, the stars and stripes in there and scream America in your face.
They're just like, we're going to take every 4th of July hat and just put it into one thing.
Yep.
Secondly, salute to this Denzel Clark guy from the Athletics. He was like literally his feet were the only thing you could see after he caught this ball. It was crazy.
You gonna play the clip or no?
No, I just screenshotted it.
Dude, I swear, like, we gotta work on your bookmarking skills because there's so many times I were like, oh yeah, well here, check this out. Oh wait, but you can go look up your own tweet.
Yeah, go look it up on your own. Yeah, go look it up elsewhere. Don't come here for information and facts. If you're looking for news, go somewhere else. No, I screenshot things, I bookmark things, and I make a slideshow, but I don't have the live video in the slideshow. I don't know how to do that. I could switch.
All you have to do is copy and paste the link, big dog. Trust me.
Well, you know what?
I did it 1,000 times.
You know what? You make a slideshow. You just do videos. You used to be the video guy.
I'll do the video guy.
G.U.Y.S says that's because the Blue Jays are. I get it. You think that they were like, absolutely not. Don't you put that stars and stripes on our.
But don't even do the hat change then.
You did? Do you think that's what they said? Oh,
I mean, maybe, but don't even do the hat change.
Facts. Okay.
Why are you celebrating the 4th of July?
Who? Me?
No, the Blue Jays. Like, if they're not going to, do it, then don't even change your hat at all. And why are you celebrating the 4th of July if you're in Canada?
Hey, good point. Good point. The Pacers. So we're talking about just the NBA Finals. It's on. The game's going on right now. We're not going to talk much basketball. This is your 1 minute of basketball. The Pacers have renamed the streets around Gainbridge Fieldhouse after the players before hosting the finals. They did Halliburton Road, Bryant Boulevard, Toppin Avenue, and Turner Lane. I don't know. Naming streets after your players as they're still playing. I don't know if that's. I mean, Shedeur Sanders called. He wants his jersey retired too in Indiana for the Pacers. How about that? This has Shedeur Sanders vibes, does it not? I think they're calling their shot. I mean, you got to win the finals. If you win the NBA championship, then you can name a street after somebody. But this is borderline like they didn't want to build a statue, but this tells me they want to build a statue if they win it. This is pre-statuesque. Am I wrong here?
I mean, I'm not a fan of it. I don't think you should have your street named after you until you did something great. And
If they name Brock Purdy Street in after he went to the Super Bowl, people would lose their minds. They would say, "This guy hasn't won anything." But
Lamar Jackson also getting mad at people for having 8th Street?
he's going to sue every city in America. Oh, love it. Anyways, so the finals are going on. I think it's at halftime. Tight game. We'll update as it goes on. Secondly, dude, the Florida it's over. This thing's over. Shout out Maru, 6-1.
First of all, the fight the other night was epic.
Oh.
I mean, the referee got a busted lip. That just shows you how awesome it was. When the whole team was literally in a brawl for like 2 minutes, it felt like.
Yeah.
I forget what was the guy's name that actually started the fight.
I can't
remember. Anyways, like literally, usually you get them on the ground or on the ice, and then the referee steps in and tries to break it up. And like as he's going in, he was going in like this, like a double, like trying to like get both of them by the shoulder pads and peel them back. And you saw it on camera. It's like he was diving in to go separate it. He popped one right there on the lip. He just kind of like shook it, and then next thing you know, it's like broken sticks everywhere. Everybody's brawling. One thing we did catch though that was on a still shot is there was somebody, and I'm gonna give you a quick class here. There was somebody with a folded thumb inside of the hand like this hitting someone.
Oh no.
Like, what are we doing? You're telling me after all your years of hockey, you don't know how to make a perfect fist where you're going to break somebody's jaw. You're doing the thumb tuck. And
you're going to break your own thumb.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing here, dude?
Dude, that's bad.
Is hockey starting to flop too much? By these half-hearted punches.
Well, all these NIL guys, right? That might as well be sovereignty out there fighting when he doesn't want to race for the Triple Crown.
To do it for the money.
This guy, Brad Marchand, has scored in 3 straight Stanley Cup final games, and so has Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett's got a 4-goal game streak going. Like Sam Bennett has like 14 goals. Sam Bennett had a crazy shift where it just basically turned the tide. They were all over Skinner. Skinner got pulled. The McDavid and Draisaitl were nowhere to be found. Barkov and they just neutralized them in the first game. I mean, this was an absolute mollywhopping by the Florida Panthers. And it's that third line, dude.
Yeah.
The third line. I've been saying it for all playoffs. And it was not only the third line, but their power play was terrible. So they went and switched the power play to the second unit. The Florida Panthers did. And Bobrovsky's dialed in. I mean, they're just I don't know. I don't know if the Oilers can do it. I think the Oilers did the old we're going to try to play the Florida way, the tough guy way, the first 2 games. Like, we can hang with these guys. We're tougher than them. We're tough just like them. We can forecheck. But they've got to play fast. Like, they can't try to beat Florida at their own game. That's basically what it is. So they got to get back to doing some speed stuff there. But I don't know. If you go down 3-1, this thing. Well,
yeah, I said it originally that I was like, can anybody win it other than Florida right now? Because I didn't want Florida to win it. But now I'm like, okay, Florida, let's go ahead. Go ahead and hoist it up there and start drinking some beers.
I don't know how you beat them, dude. I don't. Just they have wave after wave of line, and it's not like anything glamorous. Kachuk's not even playing that well, dude. Like the line with Marchand, Luostarinen, and Lundell is just eating people alive. They're just eating people alive. Then you got Seth Jones who came on. Gustav Forsling is out of control with how many plays he's been making, and it's just crazy. I don't know what the Oilers are going to do, especially when the Panthers have the final line change. So
they're a better all-around team that plays together better as a team.
Facts.
And when you play together as a team, you win championships.
Yeah. I mean, yes, the Oilers have the 2 best players, and they've got, it doesn't help that Zach Hyman got hurt. That sucks. I think Nugent Hopkins might have gotten hurt, but still, I don't know. It's just. Oh, here's that fight you were talking about.
Yeah.
Game 3. There's just bodies laying all over the
I
ice.
know, dude. Everywhere, like broken stick. I mean, look at that, dude. Oh god, it's just
People
so
are
motivating.
bleeding. They're just yelling and laughing at each other, like drinking blood. The Florida Panthers are just basically like drinking blood off of each other.
Look at the ref right there, though. He's the one that got his lip busted over there on the ice.
Oh yeah,
over there, like
oh yeah,
hunched up.
down here.
Yeah, that's when that got his lip busted, and like he just spit right on the ice. Just dropping blood right on the ice. It was like, all right, let's go play. Everybody go to the penalty box. Let's go.
Unbelievable, dude. It's crazy. It's not. I don't know. I just don't get it. Paul Maurice just gets to get up there and crack jokes all the time. I mean, if you're an Oilers fan, I mean, they were down 3-0 last year and they came back and pushed it to a Game 7. I just don't know how it gets to Game 7. I think the best shot the Oilers had was to win both those games up there, but they're not gonna be able to play tough guy hockey. Look at this. Game.
There's your fist right there.
Dude, a Darnell Nurse. Look at that. Look at this dude punching Darnell Nurse in the face and just smiling. Look at that. Look at his face.
But look how he got his fist, though. He's got his thumb tucked in.
Oh, yeah, he does. He must be trying to grab it. You know what it is? He's got his shirt.
He's grabbing his sweater. I see
He's got his collar. But look at this. Look at this psychopath, dude.
Got a busted nose, started grinning. See, however, though, that's kind of what you do in the fight is like, it's like football. You get that first lick in and you kind of feel that little tingly. You're like, all right, it's game on, So in a fight, somebody pops you first and you start laughing because it's game over. You about to whoop that ass.
Oh, dude. Hilarious, dude. Like he's literally laughing with blood running down his face. And he's got this guy.
The old uppercut got him.
AJ Green, Yona Gadjevich. It's Gadjevich. I forgot. I couldn't remember who it was. I was like, that's not Ekholm, is it? But no, it's Gadjevich. But anyways, he's just blood trickling down his teeth, just laughing as he completely punches this guy in the face. But anyway, 140 combined penalty minutes in Game 3 were the fourth most in Stanley Cup final history. You don't see that either. People don't fight in the playoffs, especially the Stanley Cup. But the Oilers were just so downtrodden. They had to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyways. Oh, other hockey news. TJ Oshie has officially retired from the NHL after 16 seasons. He played over 1,000 games, over 300 goals, 695 points. He was a Stanley Cup champion with the Caps. One of the best. I even told my wife, I was like, look, your guy retired, your hockey player. She goes, oh, Oshie? Everybody knows this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you remember in the Olympics when we were playing Russia and he was playing Bobrovsky and he did like 7 shootout goals in a row.
Yep.
To let us beat Russia before I think we ended up getting beat. So, absolute American icon and hero for that. She said, poor bro. But yeah. All right. Moving on. Stanley Cup. Hey, is the Stanley Cup over or not?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay. You think it's done?
Done. Bet it.
Okay. Moving on. Next topic. The College World Series. What a super regional. It was incredible. Monday night, we had Game 3 of the Stanley Cup. We had Murray State playing Duke and just ended Duke, sending their program into basically the abyss because Chris Pollard left to go to Virginia. Scumbag move. Absolute scumbag move. Loses and then leaves. Good gosh, dude. But anyways.
Sounds like a Duke fan.
Dude, unfreaking believable. Oh, what happened there?
You took it off there, yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I don't know what.
Who's betting Murray State right now?
Plus 4,000. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? Put a little something on them. Of
course. A little cheddar on it for sure.
Here are the odds. Arkansas and LSU are the favorites, then followed by Coastal Carolina, then the Beavs, then UCLA, then Arizona, then Louisville, then Murray State. The Racers out of Kentucky. 2 Kentucky teams, huh? Is Kentucky a baseball state?
What a
there
class.
He is.
Oh, don't even come on the show with your Aaron Rodgers wired headphones over there.
Hey. Because Bluetooth's bad for you, dude.
No, okay, sure.
Did you bring your mic, or are you going?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm
I
mic'd
love
up.
travel. I love traveling with my mic. You never know.
I'm mic'd up.
Hey, I'll tell you what though. How about that Coastal Carolina right there? I mean, what an
Oh,
epic year they're doing right now.
Edge is on South Carolina. He's not SEC favorite.
Oh.
He's South Carolina favorite.
No, I saw a stat that said College World Series in the last 10 years. Coastal Carolina 2, Clemson and South Carolina 0.
Dang, shots fired.
Hey, buddies!
But at the same time, though, they open up free concessions, right? And bringing people into the stadium, and then they're turning around and saying, "We'll give you free concessions, and you can enjoy great baseball." Good for them.
I'll say this though.
Nobody cares what you got to say, J-Val. Let's move on to the next topic.
It's just mad because I got him earlier. Look,
Okay,
no, this is a pro South Carolina speech because your boy's from South Carolina as well. A couple years ago,
you don't claim it though. You don't claim it though. You're a Georgia fan.
He doesn't claim anything, dude. This guy wants to leave everywhere he goes. He never wants to stay anywhere.
Hey, that's because perfection's always under construction. Look,
he's got house divided on his license plate on his car. It's West Virginia and Georgia. Right? What?
I got house divided as the United States. Look,
it's like Bebo.
Hey, don't bring the California riots or protests into this.
couple years ago, South Carolina was the state of South Carolina. National championship football, national champion women's basketball, national championship baseball.
Yeah.
Pass the sign every day.
You're right.
I don't think North Carolina's ever done that.
Did you not see what the University of North Carolina alone did this year?
No.
Ben Griffin got a win the same week that they won the lacrosse championship, the field hockey championship.
Is North Carolina a women's sports school?
100%.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Hey, quickly, is the Stanley Cup over?
No.
You don't think it's done?
No.
Oh,
it was one game.
No.
It was the first game in Florida.
Oilers don't know who they are. Connor McDavid was yelling at everybody in the locker room.
Hey, you got to have passion to win, dude.
He's a rah-rah guy. All right.
Gainesville too.
I love this for the College World Series because they just keeps teeing me up. They can't help themselves. They make Arkansas and LSU the favorites. Have they not watched a single super regional game or a regional game? Have they not watched anything? And they keep propping them up so that I can I'm so excited to just poop all over the SEC for the foreseeable. I don't care if I hope they lose every game.
What's happening though is that they're creating clickbait for you, and you're just taking it hook, line, and sinker.
They're killing me. I know. They know they're on to me. They're on to me, dude. They know. It is not a secret on Twitter who we are vehemently against. Oh, look at that. Are you going to the Oakmont Bakery?
We got donuts from there.
Ooh.
Yeah. They were good.
Are you sprinkling any? Who would you sprinkle some on here right now?
Well, obviously, I'm a big underdog guy, so I would sprinkle some on Murray State to win a game, if that's an option.
Mm-hmm.
But
the Beavs, I would sprinkle some on the Beavs to win it all.
Here's the thing, and this is what I don't understand, and this can tell you that how messed up the people that ran the Pac-12 were.
Oh,
think about it. What happened in the college football? Who was the number one team going into the college football playoffs?
They had two teams, college football playoff.
Yeah, but the number one ranked team was Oregon. Look at this. College baseball playoffs. 3 teams would have made it from the Pac-12.
They knew. This is all intentional. They can't help themselves. They just throw the SEC teams up there. They cannot help themselves but rank.
This is not about the SEC, though. This is about how dumb the Pac-12.
100%.
This is how dumb the Pac-12 was.
It's how dumb that they want to join these super conferences. The Big Ten and the SEC were like, come join us. Everything is going to be great. Rug out from under you. Dismantle. Now we get all the credit for all. It's out of. Oh, that's true. Arkansas and LSU play each other in the first game. How can they be favorites?
LSU is good.
Oh,
Or maybe
come
West
on.
Virginia was bad. I don't know. I haven't watched enough baseball to know.
How about
But
this nice little nugget, dude? Go ahead.
what's that? The first time.
For the first time since 1957, none of the 8 teams in the Men's College World Series attended the previous year. That means we got a whole fresh 8 in here, baby.
Let's go.
And that is parity.
Why you play the game?
Don't show this to Greg Sankey, dude. They don't want different teams in there every year. They want the same freaking 3 teams that they can stack up there every freaking year. I love this.
That's why you play the game.
Exactly. That's exactly why you play the game. You put it all out there, let them play it out, decide it on the field, and you get wonderful stories. Like Murray State. They're the 4th number 4 seed to ever reach the College World Series. The only one to win it was Fresno State back in 2008.
Did you see their stadium? You have that dialed in?
You mean this?
Yes.
Did I have the stadium?
Did he have it?
Come on.
I bet he doesn't have the other picture I sent him. But anyway, the coach does the field.
Yeah. The head coach is mowing the grass. Like that reminds me of
the picture
high
I
school
saw, it
days.
was striped up.
Hey, he stripes that thing up. It holds 800. All-time name, Skirka. How many times do his players say that? Skirka. Might do that throughout the rest of the show. Skirka. But yeah.
That's what Pollard gets.
This is what it's about, though. This is exactly what it's about. This little small town right here with the steeple in the back, guy cutting his own grass, 800 people in the stands. They get to go play in front of like 20,000 people or whatever it is in Omaha because you let them play the game.
Where do they rank on the most shots at that one bar?
Should we make a charitable donation? Should we give them like $50 and be like, here's 50 on us? Since we can't join.
The shots aren't $1. It's not 2006 anymore.
Hey, that's what I'm running it by.
It just isn't bartending.
Hey, we're trying to send good vibes. This is from 2008. We want the prices from 2008 when Fresno State won it. But yeah. So anyways, they mow their own grass. It's awesome. This is even better. When the Super Regionals got done, guess who had the highest winning percentage? The ACC, the Big Ten, the Sun Belt, the Pac-12, the Missouri Valley.
Sun Belt. Holy smokes.
Look at that, dude. Win percentage, 564 for the SEC. Losers. Oh, we've got insight for this. Probably CEO stats. He says, check out the 3 stats of the picker or the stats for the 3 pitchers.
I mean, if you just look at the record, you know Coastal hasn't lost a game yet.
Facts.
Because it takes 2 to get out. So the other Sunbelt team had to lose 2 games.
Southern Miss lost 2.
This is the first time that I've seen SEC record posted and they haven't been 500.
Well, they give them the most games, and the SEC, gets to do whatever they want. Basically, they put in all the teams, and then I love the discourses. The ACC only got 1 through, and the SEC got 2. Well, yeah, you got almost twice the amount. Almost twice the amount of teams.
Would the SEC have gotten 2 if their teams wouldn't have played each other in the Super Regionals?
Probably not. They had to figure it out somehow. But I'll tell you this right now. You've got the Valley, the Missouri Valley, the Pac-12, the Sun Belt. That's all group of 5 right there, buddy. Pac-12 is not P4 anymore. That's group of 6. So there's 3 group of 6 teams in this thing. Huh?
Hi. The Big 12 has a losing record.
Where's the Big 12? Oh, I see it. Who'd they get in there? Oh, Arizona. Arizona.
Oh, no, that was softball.
Here's the retro logos. At least we got the 2 Tigers out of there. Just great.
I actually love that Chanticleer's retro.
Dude, is that thing not fire?
It looks like the old Gamecock. That's too close to Carolina.
Here we go.
Of course, he has to bring it back to that.
But
I'd probably, if I was power ranking these, I'd put that Tiger at the back. Arizona is awesome. That hog is phenomenal. I'd put the Beaver up there. I'd probably put the Bears second to last. Then I'd go the Cardinal. And I'd put Murray State on the top row there. Yeah.
Edge, come on. You can't say that crescent moon as the beak isn't phenomenal.
I get it, but I'm just
Isn't
saying
that on the state flag?
Yeah,
it is.
Oh,
but
that's
what
good.
I'm saying, it looks too close to the Gamecock. That's how come I wouldn't choose it,
Dude. I almost said something right there. Anyways, Murray State winning that game was awesome. By the way, they tried to hose him at the end. Did you guys watch it?
Yeah.
They tried to hose him with the, he slid into the runner, or he slid into the whatever, and then they had to hit a ground ball after that, and it just was hilarious the way it ended. And then their coach left. So we got Friday, we got 2 games. We got Arizona and Coastal. Then we got Louisville and Oregon State. And then we got Murray State versus UCLA on Saturday, and then LSU and Arkansas on Saturday. Looking forward to it.
Well, not to go full boomer on us, but not a single one of those logos is better than the old logos.
Facts. Look at that.
I would choose every single one of those over the new one.
They're ruining everything.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, that beaver, we got to, come on. That's not a beaver. It looks like a hurricane.
Yeah, with teeth.
I'm sorry. That Cardinal, you got to be kidding me, dude.
These logos, they're similar to App State's 2005 to 2009 logo with the flying mountaineer that we had when we were there.
The Grandfather Mountain one?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah. It was like, wow, a volcano erupted and there was Grandfather Mountain.
The best years in App State football history come with the worst logo in App State history.
I can't believe they got rid of the old G.U.Y.S. That thing is so fire. Here's just the bracket. So we're going to it's going to go all the way through Monday, right? Yeah, Monday of the next week. So this was just cool. Shout out to the Coastal Carolina catcher. One of the best catchers in the country, Caden Bodine, has had all these pitches called strikes this year. And it's just pitches that are around the strike zone. I don't know who found this, but pretty cool.
That's just framing it, man.
Dude, get that, man. Get that. What's that? What's the website where you send your pictures in and they send you like digital frames? Get them a sponsorship. Get them an NIL deal.
Skylight or whatever it's called.
Floating. Yeah. BMO. Kodak. Pinterest. BMO. Get on the horn. Get this guy a frame job. Get him, sponsor him for like last.
First of all, that's a terrible umpire, though. If that ball is that close to the plate and he called him a strike, like, what are we doing here?
Look at this thing. It's right here by the guy's leg.
Yeah.
The one touching the plate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he bounced it off the plate. Strike!
Yeah.
But did he swing?
I mean, I would hope so.
Dude, frame? Are you kidding me?
Was that a 12-6? Dude, you're not scooping it off the ground and framing it in the strike zone for a strike.
He's just doing with his quick snaps. I got him right there.
Aura. Skylight. There you go. Skylight. Skylight.
I said skylight. Are you?
I know, but
I mean,
yeah,
I'm not saying
AK doesn't listen.
I was looking up different ones.
AK doesn't listen.
10 best digital picture frames from 2025. Aura and Skylight. Isn't that a chili? No, wait, that's Skyline.
Yeah, it's Skyline.
Oh, well, okay. Anyways, who's going to win it all? Come on, give me a pick. We got to do picks.
I'm going Coastal.
God, love it. I hope so. I don't know why. I would love to see Murray State win it.
Yeah, but Murray State's like too
they can
Cinderella
hit,
story. You know,
they
like
don't have the pitching.
They're gonna get cause a little bit of drama and knock a big team out, but then they're gonna get slaughtered and they're like, oh well, there's a Cinderella story. But Coastal, man, I think Coastal might take it all the way.
Well, Coastal's not gonna be scared because they've been there before.
True. Even though that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, but still.
I think Oregon State's.
I mean, that's like saying when App State goes and plays Penn State, and it's like those boys aren't gonna be scared.
The Giant Killers.
It's
Those kids
like-
weren't even in high school whenever they played those games.
It's a culture, though, dude.
Hey, okay, on to the NFL news. There are 3-star players not on hand for the start of mandatory minicamp. TJ Watt wants a new deal. Trey Hendrickson wants a new deal. And Terry McLaurin wants a new deal. Also, I think Jalen Ramsey and then that rookie from the Bengals. The Bengals can't sign anybody.
Jeez.
They don't know how to
That's
sign
ownership.
players.
That's ownership.
Dude, I think this is like 7-on-7 or something where you just have everybody. Jamar Chase can be out there playing 9 technique.
Hey, he'd be quick.
What do you think? Do you think TJ Watt, is he going to stay in Pittsburgh or no? Who's the most likely to leave from this situation?
They're going to sign TJ
Hendrickson.
You think Hendrickson's gone?
Well, I mean,
you're just saying that because you're a Bills fan.
No, but they can't pay him, and they drafted another defensive player.
He's holding out too. That's the Shamar Stewart guy.
Oh, he's not. I mean, yeah, he's technically holding out, but they're trying to pull one over on him and his agent because his agent's a new agent in the game. And they're trying to pull one over on him, and he's like, we're not going to be your test dummies for this. But that's what the Bengals do. I mean, the Bengals are known for this. Like, it was a shock that the Bengals signed Chase and Higgins.
Oh, BMO says Hendrickson's about to fall. But yeah, but the T. Higgins contract is like they can get out of it in a year or two or something.
Yeah, but
that was just kind of, or they can trade him or something. But Terry McLaurin
and the Bengals have been good. Nobody's going to question that. They've had injury problems. But guess what they did this offseason that not enough people are talking about? They got rid of their defensive coordinator.
Oh, yeah. Anarumo or whatever his name is.
Yeah. So, like BMO said, what's Hendrickson going to do with a new defensive coordinator? Because that matters. What are the play calls? Where's the pressure coming from? Are they setting him up for one-on-ones? Is he going to get double teamed? Nobody really knows what the new defense coordinator is going to do. So do you want to pay him? I mean, look, I get both sides. The man deserves to get paid. He's done enough to get paid. His stats back up being able to get paid. But he is old and new defensive coordinator. Do you want to get locked in a contract that he's going to be, I hate to say it, Von Miller?
Oh, you Von Millered him?
I'm just saying.
That means the Bills will get him in about 3 years.
Yeah. He'll sign a contract. The Bills will get him after that.
I love the Terry McLaurin one just because it's like, hey, we finally got everything together. He's been waiting for a quarterback that could actually just throw the ball over the line of scrimmage. And as soon as he gets one, he's like, yeah, I'm worth way more than this. Pay me. I have heard a crazy rumor about Terry McLaurin that the Niners might trade Brandon Ayuk for Terry McLaurin just because, the Brandon Ayuk connection.
Because Purdy can't throw it past the line of scrimmage.
What? That'd be an upgrade, dude.
Well, yeah.
How many
but
Super Bowls?
He catches the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
How many Super Bowls has Jaden Daniels played in? None.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels made the NFC Championship as a rookie. Yeah, so did Brock Purdy. And then the next year, then he made the Super Bowl. Shut up. I do like Jaden Daniels, so I think he's pretty good. And he likes virtual reality. TJ Watt, not going anywhere.
Pay him. I mean, he's been the
he never plays when it matters, though.
I mean, he's the same as his brother. His brother didn't either.
True.
They're the exact same player.
Each one of these guys is missing like $100K missing these mini camps.
Hey, James Cook's at Bill's mini camp.
He is. You're right. Oh, speaking of this, Aaron Rodgers says he got married a few months ago. Is this a troll? My wife was like, "There's no way this is real." She doesn't even know football. She like nobody knows. She did her little went on her little excursion about trying to figure out what was going on, and then boom, nothing came up. And she's like, I don't think this is real. I'm like, that's a hot take, honey.
Do you
That's-
have the other picture, like with the full outfit?
No, I didn't.
I think BMO sent it to us.
Oh, I know
mean,
which one you're talking about.
What are the Steelers doing with
I
their
don't know.
practice uniforms?
Those practice uniforms look like the pennies I used to play in junior hockey. What is that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, wait.
Does anybody believe he got married?
No.
I love the fact he said that this move going to Pittsburgh was for his soul.
He comes out here. He looks like he's wearing a cutoff sleeve shirt with sleeves underneath it, and he looks like he's wearing shorts with his tights too long. Like, he looks like all of our dads back in the day that were like scared to show off their arms and scared to show off their little skinny legs.
Dude, he looks like Jason Day. He's sponsored by Malbon Golf. Sponsor the show. Oh, yellow sleeves are in. What's up, dude?
Are you a Pittsburgh fan? You Steelers fan?
Absolutely not. App State.
Mr. CEO of Stats, you heard it here, aka Steelers fan.
No, he knows better than that.
I wonder if it's one of those what is it called? Oracle rings. You know, it does like your
He got asked that and he said it was a wedding ring. He got married a couple months ago.
Dude,
The person he's never been seen in public with.
Yeah,
that's
the ultimate troll right there. This is starts some stuff right
What's that Adam Sandler movie?
Happy Gilmore 2?
No, the one that he wears the wedding ring.
Oh, dude.
Good luck, Chuck.
No, it's is it Big Daddy? No, it's not Big Daddy.
No, he
Mr.
pretends.
D.
I don't know. It's he wears the wedding ring to make it seem like he's married. That's Aaron Rodgers right now.
To go on dates because him and his wife got divorced or she died or something like that.
I mean, the cards are stacked against Tomlin this year.
Yeah,
yeah.
This is going to be the first year that he doesn't have
His best defensive player sitting out of minicamp. Then he signed a quarterback that supposedly got married a couple months ago, so he knew this.
Knows the jinx.
Hey,
that's not what you want to see. You don't want to see your quarterback getting married right before the season. Was that the beach blanket photos pre-proposal the cameras miss? Is that who he was talking to on his wired headphones? Was that the Bill Belichick photo? Basically, did somebody get that on their Ring camera? He's like, "Hey, hurry up! I need to go make a phone call. Do you have any wireless headphones?" And she was like, "No, all I've got is this all I got is this blanket and these old iPhone headphones." Okay, Nick Chubb signing a deal with the Texans. That was kind of out of nowhere. I don't know why. They have Joe Mixon, so they're going to have a stacked running back room. Does their offensive line still suck?
Yeah.
That's the question. Because nobody signed more high-profile players than the Texans. Jair Alexander got released by the Packers. I think the 49ers are the favorite to land him, by the way.
The Bills were trying to trade for him.
Well, there you go. You could have the whole Packers defensive backfield, Rasul Douglas and Jair Alexander.
Nah, Douglas, we didn't re-sign him.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Well, there you go. And then the Bills.
Right.
Here you go. Signed long-time Panthers star linebacker Shaq Thompson was good, dude.
Yeah. In 2015.
Back when Coastal Carolina won the World Series.
Back when Sean McDermott coached him in Carolina.
As a rookie. Okay. That's all. Anything else on the news and notes? I got one more little debate before we get into this U.S. Open, dude. I cannot wait to talk golf.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, dude. Water cooler debate. Everybody.
You serious? Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the water cooler debate. We've switched it up. We just ask a simple, quick question. Who here, shout out College Football Tracker at Matchup Tracker on Twitter, has the best horse logo in college football? J-Bye.
Who, just quick question, who is the one beside Middle Tennessee State?
Is that Western Michigan?
Well, that was my initial thought, but Western Michigan's bottom
that's
left.
green. Who's green?
That's not green.
Yes, it is.
Color one?
This right here, that's green, dude. Look at it. That's green. Take it back. Is that Cal Poly?
Wow, they're out. They're out because we don't know who they are.
BMO's on it.
I'm going to say
Mustangs. Damn it, I know ball. Man, do I know ball.
I'm going to say this.
Oh!
And this is not being biased at all. I'm going Wyoming.
Agreed. I second that one.
Yeah, it's total bias.
It's not.
Don't
The colors.
listen to this man.
It's the colors. It's the colors.
Don't listen to this man.
The brown and yellow for a horse and a cowboy, they just flow. It's just something about the flow, the brown and yellow.
Don't. He's a Bills fan.
The blue and orange don't go well for Boise State. The blue field's awesome, but the blue and orange don't go well.
Yeah, we hate Boise State this year because we're playing them. So, BMO says they're all great except for the center one. Middle Tennessee State. That looks like a Pegasus right there.
Yeah.
That's a Pegasus as far as
and then we're also not saying anything about SMU. Like I will never admit now that they're ACC, I will not say that is a great logo by no means. So.
Well, SMU was doing NIL in 1983. For everybody else.
Easy, OJ, easy.
I would have to say I like Murray State just because they're buying into the whole Kentucky Derby thing. The racers.
No, you're doing Murray State because they made a College World Series, and you're trying to get
You're
clicks.
doing Wyoming because your quarterback went there.
No, I said because of the color. Look at that. That's an 8-second rider right there. I also go in Western Michigan with no bias because we know the head coach. I'm not choosing that one, but the colors, it's the brown and yellow. They look good together.
I agree.
Dude, I'm going Murray State. Let's get somebody on the show from Murray State. Let's go.
Hey,
also,
former App State head coach, former App State guy was Murray State head coach back in the day.
Let's go. Also, I hope the CEO Stats is proud of me because I rattled off that Cal Poly Mustang. I knew it.
There's got to be more than 8 horses
in college football.
Yeah.
It must be Division I. I don't know.
Well, Cal Poly's not.
They're FCS. They might be. I don't know. They might be Pac-12 now. Who knows?
Oh.
All right.
Murray State. Does Murray State even have a football team?
I'm pretty sure they do, yeah. Wow, you don't know ball.
Division II?
You don't know ball. You're on the verge of not knowing
Tell
ball.
me what their record was last year.
You're in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Is that McNeese State? The other top right?
They complete in the football championship subdivision, and then they're in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. Oh, wow. Whoa. They were 1-11.
Yeah. I was going to say, how many games they've won in the last 5 years? 2?
Whoa. We got to do something about that. We got to get somebody on the show from Murray State football. How can we help? So, all right. We ready to do this?
Let's do it.
We're ready to do this. It's U.S. Open time. It's U.S. Open time. It's major time. Everybody shh. If you're allergic to electric guitars, cover your ears. Let's talk golf. Here we go. I wish I could have played. What do you think I would have gotten in trouble if I could have played the national anthem right there?
What you should have done is just play a bunch of lawnmowers running.
Dude, I have so many screenshots of all the stuff that people have been talking about. Just it's so predictable with the U.S. Open, right? The Masters is like it's just prestige, it's this and that. Everybody complains that the PGA Championship sucks and it's a Mickey Mouse major, blah blah blah. And then you get to the U.S. Open, everybody's like, let's talk about how fast the greens are and how terrible the rough is, and literally right on cue. J.V., you were there, so here's when it starts tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. You can watch it on USA, Peacock, NBC, and then USA and NBC. J-Bye, you were there. I was there last year at Pinehurst. I can't believe that's been a year. That's crazy. What are the vibes in at Oakmont?
I mean, they're high. I mean, there's a lot of people going in the past 2 days, and I don't know if it's, because you can see more of the course because there's not a single tree. There's one tree. I take that back. There's one tree in the middle of the course. That's it. I mean, it's called Oakmont. It should be called
And it
No
ain't no
Oaksmont.
oaks.
I mean,
Oaksmont.
there's not a single tree
Are you
anywhere to be
Are
found.
you taking the black shirt and the bucket hat out there, or are you going to go regular hat?
I went to the merch shop, and I've been dying to get one of these straw hats. In the last 2-3 majors I've been at, time I got to the merch shop, they've been sold out. I got there today. They had them. I put it on, and I'm like, I love this. I love this hat. I'm going to get it.
And you look at the price, it's $252.
No, the prices are reasonable. But I said, I can't be drawing attention to myself. I'll be standing in the middle of the fairway next to these golfers. So I chose not to get it. So wear a regular hat. I'm going to do the right thing. Now, it's not about me. But I did write some takeaways. And these have obviously probably been floating around because people tweet them out. I try to save them for the show. My number one thing, though, because I do audio, I do sound. My number one thing, there's like 4, 5 holes, 6 holes. We're not going to be able to get audio on because there's an interstate that runs right through the middle of the course.
Dude, that blew my mind.
You play the first hole, you cross the interstate, you play 2 through 8, you cross back across the interstate, and then play 9 through 18. It's crazy.
I'll give you $20 if you get on a golf cart and ride beside the interstate to go to hole 8.
Well, hole 8 runs beside the interstate. So the golf cart path runs beside hole 8, which runs beside the interstate.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is like while everybody's going to 2, you just veer onto the interstate, like ride right there in the merch ring with the golf cart,
it's a bridge.
and then come back up the hill.
It's a bridge.
Dude, that blew my mind. When you sent that picture, I was like,
yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
And think about how many rednecks like us be riding around knowing that that's going on and just lay on the horn the entire way.
They honk.
of course.
The big trucks honk. And I don't know what the reason is. Maybe, I don't know. It's not a blind spot. It's a straightaway. It's a straight shot through.
They know where they're at. That's exactly what it is.
How could you put a highway through the middle of a golf course?
It's an interstate. It's a 6 lane. It's 6 lanes. 3 on each side. It blows my mind. But my second thing, greens are huge. So
they made them bigger. I saw where they made them bigger.
Yeah. I think they said they added 2,400 square feet to all of the green in total. So all the greens total 2,400
Going green
square
initiative.
feet.
Good for them.
I mean, the ninth hole. The ninth hole has, they're calling it the extra practice area or something, because it's like a putting green. I mean, they're not trying to call it the putting green, but it's putting green. I mean, you hit it up there, you could hit it into a hole that players are practicing putting.
I saw a video of somebody doing that. They're like, "Oh, you think you hold out from the fairway? Nope, it's the practice green."
But saying that on these long par 3s, like 8, that's 284 yards. Like, I mean, the guys were hitting driver on it because the wind was blowing pretty bad. I don't expect them to hit driver on it during play. I expect them to hit like a 3-wood, because if they land short, it's going to be in like a fringe. I forget what they call it, like a carpet.
That's a par hole, right? Like that's just
they're gonna part unless they run it up with the 3-wood, because they're probably gonna hit it short. And they're gonna lag putt it to get within 5 feet, and they're gonna part. I mean, I don't see that hole being a blow up hole at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's long, but it's probably pretty straightforward.
But again, the green's like 50 yards wide or long. It's like they are all huge. All the greens are huge. You honestly can't tell when the fairway stops and the green starts.
That's crazy. Well, that's,
it all just runs up, because a lot of these tournaments, like the greens have that under under air vent for rain. It's like you can really tell because the grass browns up, the fairways brown up, and the greens stay really green. Like you can't tell any of that here. It's crazy.
I have the every green at Oakmont picture up on the screen right now, and it looks like I'm looking at a swimming pool catalog.
Yeah.
Like that's what it looks like.
And they're huge. They're huge.
Like, look at all those things, dude.
Those pictures really don't even do it justice because they're so big.
That's crazy. So they're basically just saying you better hit it in the fairway, and if you don't, you can land it on the green, but it's not going to stay. But if you do, you're going to have like a 90-foot putt.
And what they were saying too today was a lot of times on these courses over time because of sand, you putting sand on them or people hitting their shots, like they become like a potato chip or like a Pringle, and they wound up. Well, they did a restoration on this course over the past year, and so now it's all flat. So like you'll have a lot more runoffs now instead of everything funneling to the center of the green.
Yeah,
it's more flat, so they can put holes on like the ends of the green. They can put them closer to like where the rough is because it's more flat than like say a course that hasn't had a restoration and it's like it funnels to the middle. So it's just like it's gonna be hard. There's not a single water hole on this course.
No trees, no water. It's just like here's basically a golf course that's a driveway every hole. Good luck trying to get it to stop.
I wrote down no water, no trees, one interstate.
Oh, Emo just sent a picture of the interstate. That's freaking insane, dude. It just runs right through the middle. It's like I'm at the Indianapolis Speedway.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the Indianapolis, there's 9 holes inside the Indianapolis Speedway. I mean, it's the same thing, basically.
That's nuts, dude.
It is the birthplace of the stent meter, so it makes sense why the greens are the fastest. A lot of blind tee shots. I mean, a lot of the guys are like looking up. They're trying to see where their ball goes. So it's going to be
fairways
interesting.
just as fast as the greens.
They're a lot. It's more hilly than you think, and there's a lot of slope on the fairways. So a lot of the shots are going to be above the feet or below the feet type shots. I mean, it's going to be a hard course.
Do you think the winner's under or over par?
I just think these guys are so good. I'm not like I'm gonna guess like -2 or 3. They want them to be over par. I just think a lot of these guys are just too good. I'm not saying -10, not a chance. But I'm gonna go 2 or 3.
Okay. All right.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. And if you're completely wrong, we will clip that and then throw it in your face and be like, wow, dude, you don't know ball.
Hey. I don't know ball.
From past winners, Ron Close, Bryson DeChambeau won it last year at 6 under, and then Wyndham Clark the year before, Fitzpatrick, Rahm. Koepka won it twice in a row back in 17 and 18. That seems like forever ago, dude.
It is.
Dustin Johnson, too, won it. Jordan
that was when it was at Oakmont. DJ won it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's too busy doing photo shoots, though, too.
He's so checked out. He don't care.
Yeah. I did see a quote. He's like, I would love to get it back. I'm like, dude, you don't. Who cares if you don't care either? I mean, you did your thing. Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, this is just a look at the old. I forget DeChambeau's won it twice. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He's Mr. U.S. Open. And these are just some quotes and things that I just came across. Oh, he said she loved her head cover, over the moon about it, says the parrot is her favorite. If you know what we're talking about, you're tuning in late, go back to the beginning of the show.
Hey, love it.
Rory, on what he shot during the scouting trip at Oakmont, he birdied the last 2 holes for an 81. Don't waste your time. Right?
They bailed him out.
What do you mean?
They paired him with his friends.
Oh,
so he can play relaxed and make the cut. They're bailing him out.
to miss the cut, he's like plus 275. That might be free money, right?
The way he's playing right now, it's not out of the question.
And he's got the new
They're not new. He's playing with the older, the Q1 10s.
Yeah.
The new ones are the 35s.
He's all at it. He just doesn't. I just don't think he cares.
He peaked. He won the Masters. What else does he have to prove?
It's
He's
crazy
one of
because
the best 6 golfers to ever play. If you're saying that winning a Grand Slam matters,
I just think the way that Scotty is, I don't know. I just think Scotty would just keep playing because it's just like that's all Scotty knows. I'm acting like I know Scotty, but I don't. Scotty doesn't know.
Well, Scotty's 28. Rory's our age. Rory's got nothing else to prove. He don't need any money. But
if I was out there playing, I'd want to win. Would you not?
Well, yeah, but if you've won it all, I don't know.
Edge, what do you think? If you're out there and you're just gonna would you lollygag it around?
If there's beers involved, yes. But like playing for money, nah, dude. It's showtime. I don't know though. I don't know.
I just think if you've been playing for 20 years,
and I don't have the bags that he does either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
We're all still hungry. You put a $2 million purse out there for us, and
you mean to tell me somebody comes up and offers us $5 million to do this show that we're not gonna grind?
That's what I'm saying. Like we're still hungry though.
But he made $5 million. He made $5 million 20 years ago.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's already
it's
got.
It's not worth
bag,
what it is now. That's nothing, like you said earlier.
He's invested in
$5 million to him. He's got that in his glove compartment of his car.
If anybody wants to pay us $5 million, we're still going to grind.
Yeah,
come
on the show. Come on the show.
Xander Schauffele on the Hack It Out rough at Oakmont. This is one of those things where you just everything starts getting leaked, and it's usually pretty sequential. I was just chuckling because first it was that par 3, then it was the menu, and then it was people cutting the grass. Like there's like a
algorithm.
Yeah, there's like an algorithm to it. It's pretty hilarious.
They're not like cutting that grass. I mean, they are, but they're not like it's on the highest setting possible. They're running that rough at 5 1/4.
Jesus Christ.
They're basically what they're doing is they're mowing it one way, and then later in the day they're mowing it back the other way so it still stands up so the ball sinks in it further.
Yeah. I noticed that too, because you could see, like, as they were pushing the mowers, the grass was already bent the other way, and they're just straightening it back up.
Yeah, and they got rakes out there raking it.
Can we just get rid of the push mowers? I mean, bro, what are we doing here?
Dude, it honestly, like, when they get out there, I think that it's like the 7th inning stretch.
Yeah.
Or the 5th inning at a baseball game.
Oh, between the 10-minute at overtime hockey.
The guys are out there with their things raking the dirt.
Yeah, it's a joke. I mean, call John Deere, getting boys out there some riding Z-turn or zero turns or something. Like, what are we doing? Get them some Toros, some Skags, something like this. You're out there with a battery operated push mower.
I wonder if those guys are wearing extra toughs.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Damn it. We missed our shot. Xander Schauffele said, I don't think people turn on the TV to watch some of the guys just hit it like a 200-yard shot on the green. I think they turn on the U.S. Open to see a guy shooting 8 over and stuff. Yeah, dude. It's exactly what I want to see. I want to turn it on and be like, wow, these guys stink at golf. And then JT said there was so much to talk about. What would X handicap shoot at Oakmont? Why don't we find a way to make it happen? Have a 5, 10, or 18, whatever handicap, play Monday after the U.S. Open. Back tees, full rules of golf, and see what happens. May have to let a few groups through and allow for 6, 7 hours, but I think we're all here for it, right? I threw our name into the hat. Bro, I was like, hey,
let's go,
get us out there.
Look, to me though, like I've been thinking about this, and not necessarily this quote, but this is a country club, so there are members. People pay to be members here, and people like you're not going to pay thousands of dollars to go out there and shoot a 150 every time.
No.
Like 18 handicaps don't play from the back tees. 18 handicaps are 18 handicaps from the white tees.
Yeah. If you're an 18 handicap, you're probably a 25 or 30 from the back.
To me, like, it's not really a fair comparison. Like, an 18 handicap still going to go out there and shoot 100. I mean, but the way they set the course up is the fairways are narrower where the pros hit it. The fairways are actually pretty wide where people like us would hit it.
Right.
So it's like an 18 handicap might not shoot what he thinks would shoot because they just don't hit it as far.
Yeah, but then they'll blade a 7-iron into the rough, and you'll never find.
They also don't keep the rough what it is for guys like us to play in it.
Well, the thing, like, they're all like, let's laugh. I'm like, hey, dude, we'll get out. You can film us. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, they look.
Keep me out there.
They are 10 times, 1,000 times better than any of us could ever imagine playing, and they just want to say that they are by saying that they 18 handicap will go out there and shoot 150. Like, we already know that.
Yeah. Just hey, I would gladly go out there and you could laugh at me like a court jester. I don't care.
But I'm just saying, BMO shot a -9 today at Valhalla. He would be the clubhouse leader after day one.
Wow. Wow. That's not a good look, JT. Come on the show. And then, of course, the menu compared to the Masters, everybody was going up in arms about this. Like, I can't believe the U.S. Open. What? So
look, here's the thing I gotta say about that too, because the PGA food was free too.
Oh, good call on the all beef hot dog with the potato roll. Yeah,
the food at the Masters is cheap. Food at the PGA Championship was free. But if you went to the merch tent, you were spending $200 on 3 things. You might have to pay for food here. I went to the merch tent today. I spent $100 and I got 4 things.
Nice.
So I would take that. Now I'm not eating the food. I'm eating the food, concession stand food, so it doesn't matter. But
dude, a banana's $1.95. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Yeah, give bananas out for free.
That's crazy.
But banana and water should be free.
You can add chicken to your Caesar salad for $1, but a banana is going to cost you $1.95. Uncrustables? That's Uncrustables in golf. It's just like it's a match made in heaven. These are just.
I'm glad my shirt's in the mail from the U.S. Open.
Can't have your size.
Sure, yeah. I will say one thing too, though. Talking about
SMU colors, red, white, and blue. You wouldn't want to wear it anyways.
Talking about 18 handicaps. I went to our local club around here, TK, and took my boy up to the range. And
that's the way to do it,
dude. Watching him slay it, and then I was like, of course, I had to get up there and show him how to do it too. Hey, your boy's back.
Hey.
The old I went out there and played by myself. I was good.
Yeah, you're right. Like I hit it so great on the driving range.
Can't wait to hear the next time you guys play.
That is my club, and I will stand on this. Worst driving range in the history of clubs.
No, it makes you, but I'm telling you though, in front of your kid, it makes you look like a champion.
I bet.
Because he's like, Daddy, I didn't even see it. I'm like, I know, it's past those trees. And
way,
like
back way back there.
The driving range at our club looks like this fairway. It is straight downhill.
Yeah.
Dude, this was funny. I just screenshotted a bunch of stuff to just emphasize and hammer home the point of how ridiculous the U.S. Open talk on social media gets. This is who was this?
Honestly, I would not be surprised if somebody did this. All of the fairways to greens are like this. Like there's no change in the fairway to green. Like they're all the same because, like I said, they flattened out all those greens, so it's not like a Pringle shape. They're all flat now, so it's all the greens are kind of like this. So it makes sense to do.
He put it up there like 10 feet from the hole too. It's 122 yards out and hits a putter. I can't remember this guy's name.
It's Zach Blair.
Zach Blair. I knew it was Zach something. I kept wanting to say Zach Bryant.
He's a North Carolina guy.
Hey, come on the show. And then they had the clippers out, fading up this the fringe on the green.
Yeah.
Just here's the picture everybody's talking about with the mowers. They're lined up like Zamboni, like scraping the ice or whatever, or snow shoveling the field on a football game.
Let's look at this picture though. Like,
what do we got there? What are we working with on these?
So I grew up on a farm, and if you're stacking tractors where you can get through a field as fast as possible, like say you're cutting corn or you're picking cotton, right? As you're going through the field, the other tractor, combine, or picker is beside the other one, where that way you're picking up what he's left. They jump over, and these idiots are all in a row.
Yeah. 3 is directly behind 2.
What are we doing here? Like, they're doing. They're trying to stripe it up with the old push mowers. Like, they're just trying to make tracks at this point. That's all they're trying to do is just make tracks.
This is all TikTok golf right here.
Yeah,
that's all this is.
This is all for show.
That's it. I mean, that's it. This is the third green. Then we did the every green. We looked at the 9th hole where practicing is allowed, and then we've got some Scotty stats. Dude, I just love looking at his stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler in 2023, 2024. The scary part is in 2025, he's improved his putting rank by 50 spots to top 25. Hence why he keeps winning all the golf tournaments. So stupid, dude.
Putt for the dough.
And this is why this is one of the coolest events in golf. Because you can qualify. Like, you can literally qualify. There was a dentist that qualified. He's going to hit the first tee shot tomorrow.
He was a caddy at Oakmont for 6 years growing up.
There you go. Yeah, he's from here.
Yeah.
Or there. But over 10,000 entries into the event. 69 of 156 players in the field officially earned a spot through qualifying. 17 players advanced through both stages of qualifying. So basically, you can earn yourself.
Half of the players had to qualify.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
One of the guys was like 15.
And we can't forget last year, awesome finish by Bryson DeChambeau and Rory. And that's kind of what also, buddy. Jason Day. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason, nice quads though, too, Jason Day.
Yeah.
He has been on a heater. I don't know what to make of this because this is basically what everybody's going to wear at the 4th of July. This is going to be like the highest selling outfit of all time on the golf course and at lake parties. Secondly, is he trolling us? Is he trolling the U.S.? What's he trying to do here? He's from Australia.
He's dual citizen.
But what's he trying to do? We need somebody to step it up.
He's trying to make money.
True. But he did. You know what I got to thinking? Somebody stepped up. Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut saw Jason Day's outfit and said, you know what? I will take the American flag and re-enter the Nathan's Famous Eating Hot Dog Contest. Huh?
God, it just looks disgusting.
This makes me want to throw up.
That's all about it. That's terrible. Okay, so this course, we basically just went over everything. Links style aesthetics. Average score is plus 4.63. It's the toughest course of this century. The ultimate man versus course. So a lot of course talk this week. The church pew bunkers, awesome. Piano keys on 15. The big mouth on 17. Narrow fairways like you were talking about. The 5-inch rough is club twisting. There's not a lot of good miss opportunities. You need to have really good shot making strategy and creativity and patience. You need to be accurate off the tee. The greens are the toughest in the world. 5th largest since 2015. And obviously the stimp meter lightning fast. Only 2 par 5s, both unreachable in 2 shots.
601.
Over 600 yards, dude. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And they have no consistent pattern on the holes. There's different directions and are draped across the landscape. A lot of blind tee shots, like you were saying. So
I think
that's
four. I think four is a par 5, and the tee box is so far back. Like if you're standing on three green or 3 fairway, like that's probably the highest point on the course that you can get, and so like you're kind of like looking back down on it. Hole 4 is so long that when you come back, 5 and 6 are the length of 4.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
There you go.
So it's the 2 for 1.
Yeah. It's crazy.
2 holes, 1 cup.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it is. Odds to win. Oh, shocker. Scotty, plus 280. That's so stupid, dude. Why? If you bet on Rory at plus 1,100, you're an idiot. And I'm not falling for Joaquin Neiman at plus 3,300.
No.
I'm not doing it.
No.
No.
Or Oberg.
No, absolutely not. Great talents. Every time the major shows up, Morikawa, I would, because he usually comes storming back in the second half of the US Open.
I think he's number 1 in driving accuracy too.
So Morikawa usually does pretty well at US Open, but Scotty being at plus 280 is hilarious. Here's the most tip chart from Golf Tips Checker at Golf Tips Checker on Twitter. 269 tips, over 50 sources. This is where people are going, boys. John Rahm at 10-1 leads it. Harry English, a lot of steam, 60-1. Sepp Straka, I'm not falling for that again, 33-1. Keegan Bradley.
No.
Oberg, Neiman, DeChambeau, Cantlay. Kind of people, I don't know why people keep betting Cantlay. I don't get it. It's over. Oh, that's the one I was talking. You can bet if the winning score will be over 278.5 or under 278.5 total shots.
Over.
You think it's over 278.5? You can get minus 105. Not
Well,
bad.
it's saying that they're gonna be under minus 2 or minus 1.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
So the winner will be over minus 1.
So you're saying even or worse?
No, minus 1 or worse.
Minus 1 or worse. Okay. All right.
I would take that over.
Shout out Tour Golf.
Well, I don't know. How do you bet that? Is it under? Is under minus 1 minus 2, or is it over minus 1 minus 2?
You're saying if they get under 278, they're going to be 277, which means they would be
Plus
2 under. 2 under.
Or 200, yeah.
So
you
people are
have less
betting that
shots.
the winner is going to be 2 under or high, or lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take that.
This is just the best average finishing placement. Shout out Nate with We Know Fantasy over the past 5 seasons at the U.S. Open while playing at least 3 events. Xander usually does really well here. Rory, but you can throw that out. John Rahm usually does well. DeChambeau loves the U.S. Open. Minwoo Lee, not bad there. That's a nice little Cantlay. I'm not buying that. Get out of here. Harry English does pretty well. Morikawa, like we said. Denny McCarthy, the putting machine. So just a little look there. Tony Finau stinks at these, but anyways.
He got top 3 last year.
Yeah, but before that, well, I guess he's got 2 top 10s and a top. I just saw 2 missed cuts and just made a generalization. Don't scratch that from the record.
You saw red.
I did. Saw red. Okay, the guys, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. DFS guys. What?
Good.
Okay. Tex gave you Russell Henley because he was trolling Dylon at 7,400. And Dylon gave you Keegan Bradley at 7,400 to put in your lineups because all we do, it wouldn't matter what we said to him. We're still going to rip him. You could give him any price. It doesn't matter. And then Butch gave you Mark Hubbard, Club Hubs. Let's go. The Major Savant. He qualified 5,600. Throw him in your lineups. A lot of top 20 odds out here for you too. Edge, DeChambeau, please elaborate.
I mean, I think he's just going to take it all. So that's why I said go ahead and drop some cash on him.
To win?
Yeah, I think he's
I love
winning.
how this is just turned into a trolling of dialogue because he always.
I did say that. I mean, because that was one of the one times like I checked my phone and you just sent that text and I was like, oh, I got it. I got it set up already. Like you teed it up. And I said to Shambo, and you're like, oh, really? Over this price? And I was like, well, Dylan's going to pick Scotty too hotty, so might as well go ahead and take it.
14K.
I don't trust DeChambeau's irons right now. I just don't. I'm sorry. I've seen him in 2 majors now where
It doesn't matter if you can putt on the fairway.
That's true. Very good point. J-Vi, Aaron Rye.
Aaron Rye, for whatever reason, tends to show up at majors. And Aaron Rye has a very high. I think he's in the top 10.
Are you trying to rhyme right now?
I think he's in the top 10 for driving accuracy. So 2 gloves, 2 A's, and it's supposed to rain this weekend. And where is Aaron Rye from? England. What happens in England? It rains all the time. So once he makes the cut, because he's a strong starter and the conditions get tough, just saying, boys.
You're right. He's top 30 in both the majors this year. Interesting. I like that.
Don't say I didn't tell you.
I'm going Sam Stevens, 5,900. He's playing some good golf. 6 made cuts in a row. Pretty good. Driving accuracy could be a little better, but everywhere else he's like top 50.
At the course that you have to have good driving accuracy for, you picked a guy that his driving accuracy could be better.
Could be better. Could be better. He doesn't
save your money, guys. Save your money.
No. You just wait, dude. You just wait. Sam Stevens, put him in there. All right. Is that it? Is that all U.S. Open talk? I think we covered pretty much everything, right? Hubs is in. Novak, the whole crew's in. Hubs, Novak, Lauer, Mike Kim. Let's get one of those boys to win the U.S. Open. An American hero. Let's do it.
Would be hilarious.
That'd be awesome. Oh, here's the featured groups. For rounds 1 and 2, Oberg, Scott, and Matsuyama. Xander, the trader by Astaire, and DeChambeau. Shane Lowry, Justin Rose, Rory.
Bailed him out.
Okay, that's what you meant. And then Minwoo Lee, Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka, Spieth, Rahm, and DJ. That should be a hilarious group. Hovland, Morikawa, Scheffler. Where is Hatton? I need a camera on Hatton at all times. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's do some quick how dare yous, and then we are done. Quickly. Everybody, shh.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
How dare yous? Who wants to go first? Also, I think the Pacers are about to win this thing. Anybody got a how dare you ready?
Go ahead.
Well, I guess I'm just going to how dare myself because I thought it was a hang the banner. And I've been holding this story out from you boys because I was wanting to save it for the podcast. Because I was going to hang the banner. Can't about to tell the story. I was going to hang the banner for the TSA agent whenever I was coming here to Oakmont. I go to check in. I got pre-TSA. I go in there. I put my book bag down. I take out my phone, my headphones, my wallet, my glasses. I put everything in the bin, and I walk through the thing. When I walk through the thing, the lady looks at me, and she goes, "You got something in your pocket?" And I winked at her. I said, "Nothing's in there." And she goes, "Boy, go get on." So that built up the confidence for your boys. So I was gonna hang the banner for her. So I'll how dare myself.
Did you realize you had something else in your pocket?
No, there was nothing in my pocket. Pockets were empty, boys. She asked what was in the pocket, and I had to tell her I wasn't nothing in the pocket.
More like TNA.
Oh Lordy, never fails at the end of the show. Never
Oh
fails.
my gosh, dude! I don't even know. I should have let you go last, man. I don't know how to follow that up. My how dare you to the U.S. men's national team.
Well,
We stink.
yeah,
We stink.
soccer.
Our soccer team stinks. We lost our 4th straight match. This coach was supposed to be the savior. Pulisic ain't even playing. Worst shutout loss since 2016 in Costa Rica. We got the Olympics coming up, or the World Cup, or whatever it is, and we stink.
World Cup's next year in America.
Oh,
So we automatically get to move on, but not good.
yeah, but not playing like that. Or are we just trying to lull everybody to sleep?
Hey,
Good. Jeez. Ed, you got one?
No.
Okay. Also, how dare you to Chris Pollard, you scumbag, dude. Your team loses, and then you this was done. You were out the door before you could even get off the field.
how is that? To me, that's a
He goes-
lateral move.
That's business. Yeah.
That's not business.
All it is AK's mad because he's a Duke fan. And he's
No.
like, how dare you
No.
leave my team
No,
at the moment of distress? Like, you just quit her. Just quit her. But
Why
we
does
just said, if you're still trying to get them bags, you're going to keep grinding. Maybe they
No.
paid him more.
Why does he look like an aged Marv from Home Alone?
He looks like Rory with a beard.
I was
No, he
thinking, what's the actor's name from Dodgeball?
Vince
Ben
Vaughn?
Stiller.
Stiller, yeah.
No, he coached at App. And then he left App to go to Duke.
So he's
He's
a quitter.
He was a
Didn't
scumbag
take-
at App.
Didn't take flaps with him.
Loser. Also, shout out the USFL or the UFL championship is Saturday at 8 p.m. We got to tune into that.
Buzzing.
And that is it. That is the show, ladies and gentlemen. Longer show. We had a lot to cover with the Big Rock, with the U.S. Open, and we wanted to talk a lot of golf, so we did. Anybody got anything else? I got a lot of lineups to make. I'm in the Millie, by the way. I'm in the Millie. In the Millie. Let's take it down, boys. Take it down. Follow us on all the socials. Podcast will be out tomorrow if you're just tuning in. And I'm going to do some recaps this weekend of each round, I think.
Go Bills.
The Niners.